Looks like our audio's going. Chat is up. Let's check our video monitoring. So our stream monitoring. All right, that's going to take a minute to come up. And still, there we go. All right, that's loading up. So we are in day 554 of the journey begins. We are over here in Inkwood. We still need to fix our hand cam. We are live on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. And I'm not sure whether we'll do... Yeah, I'll probably drop off some of this. I think we'll probably do a diggy day today. And maybe we'll do it semi-regularly, like rotating them, but more focusing on what I'm feeling like at the beginning of the stream or what chat might want, and then we can focus on that for the day. So with that, we're gonna do some digging. And this is pretty good there. I mean, I wanted to get that down farther, but maybe we'll actually go to the other side and start taking it down a little bit too. And then we can start kind of bouncing between all three, taking them all down. Eventually these, well, our clock tower needs some work too, so we probably want to frame that out on one of our detail days there. Okay, so that's the outer side there. So this can come down here that we're on. And we need dirt and stuff too, which is another reason why I was thinking this. We don't have... thanks. We need dirt and stuff for Overmorrow. So this will help us get that done a little easier and then do that. And we are starting a little earlier today. Have some other things we need to get working on, so try to squeeze this in. So we'll probably go a little bit past, yeah, about 10 a.m. Pacific. But shooting for still roughly the hour mark. So we'll see how that goes. And then tomorrow is a double day. We'll do Minecraft in the morning, per usual. And then Satisfactory in the evening, and also, well, yeah, Satisfactory in the evening, and then Satisfactory Saturday. In the early evening, and then Minecraft following that. So we have been doing Satisfactory closer to like 7 p.m. Pacific time on Fridays, and starting between 2 and 3 Pacific time on Saturdays. Yeah, 7 p.m. on Fridays, 2 p.m. ish on Saturdays. So let's see. Oh, that's good. Take down this dirt. Yeah. We're gonna have to put some torches down again too, but wait, what's that? Okay, so now let's take down this piece here too, so we can kind of keep it a little bit more level as we go down. Kind of the way we've been doing the other sections. I think once this gets down, we'll get a nice visual of the three sides of the ravine. I don't think we'll spend too much time deepening the lake and doing those features this kind of pass in the story. I need to get on to framing out some of the library and getting the pass to the gold farm and getting Oasis City kind of laid out. Wait, where's the... Oh. Did we not put an edge on this side? I don't know if we put an edge on this side. I think it might have been the water, so we need to... I guess we can leave this here, but we're going to have to be careful. That we don't leak. So if we put the andesite here, that should keep the water from flowing in. Right? Okay, so that should meet here. Something like that. Okay. Now we can take down this dirt and hopefully we don't have any water that leaks in. We can make down all that gravel there. Perfect. Oop, we forgot a spot. Alright, we'll put this in there. That should cut that off. There we go. There we go. Now we have this wall here. Creeper reflecting off in the distance. Okay. Now let's cut along our wall here. So the cobblestone is the outer wall, and the inner wall. So if we cut ourselves a frame, that'll make it easier to tell where we need to dig. And the same kind of approach we've been taking on the other sides, so might as well be consistent. And then if we just down and back this for a while, that'll make it a productive stream. Maybe not the most exciting, but we're going for productive, quiet, and low-key, so I think this will fit in with that. And the ravine that we're making here is part of a story that we're trying to write. So all of our builds are story-backed builds. Part part of a novel that we're trying to do, and then anything outside that will be just more world building that we can add to give more character to the world. And in this case, we're working on a ravine at the village town here called Inkwood, which is the second location in our story. Here. How much dirt do we have? Are we full? We're getting full. Okay. What can we drop that we don't need? Oh, I know. We can put some, oh, we have, oh no, we took down some chests, so let's put a chest here, I guess. And we have this one too. Can we access this one? Oh, good. We have stuff in there that we can pull out because we need that for our shulker. So we have some dirt there. We just have to remember to pull it out. But for now, we're just gonna pull all of this just to grab everything, and then we'll grab the dirt and diorite later. And we'll throw that in the shulkers and take them back to Overmorrow. Alright. Well, time flies here too. The time went really quickly. It was yesterday, day before, working on the details of the tavern over at Inkwood, which, looking through the notes, I don't think I actually came up with an actual name. I think I just called it the tavern and intended to give it a name later. So for now, that's what I'll do here too. But time went quickly trying to think about how to decorate that. Partly because I'm not all that good at decorating, but we're trying to get better. And then back and forth trying to collect resources. So the diggy days are kind of resource gathering, but we need to have resource purposeful gathering days too, where we intentionally gather specific resources that we need for builds we know are coming up. Alright, so I'm gonna put temporary torches down here just to light things up while we continue to work. Alright, so this is going to be a test here, whether... Oh. So if we actually remove this later, water might come underneath, but I think we'll be okay for now. Alright, so yeah, we'll go back and forth and we'll see how far this goes. Welcoming Dragon Queen. I feel like there's a skeleton somewhere behind us. I want it quick, so we're just going to do this. I'll use our shovel for the clay there. Cool. Guess we'll get the torches last, so that way we have a little light to work with. Okay. Perfect. And now we can get back to downing and upping our blocks. Dropping stuff off every so often. Someone shot at me. Oh. Nope. It was a creeper. If only I could guide them. I mean, the creeper farm I have in Overmorrow takes a little while to build, but it almost would have been worth it to have one over here. Oh, hello, Nikki. How's it going? Yeah, if we had the creeper farm over here, we could have herded creepers and had them do our bidding and blast out some of this ravine. But that's also almost as dangerous as the lava stuff we were doing to drain the water in the first place from the ravine, because this was part of a river here that we've drained, and we're going to add the water back at the bottom. And dangerous because we did have an incident of a zombie pushing us into the lava and not able to get out fast enough, which did force us to go to the end, and we ended up getting 2 pair of elytra. And then having to remake a bunch of tools. But we are now past that stage and making progress. So our ravine is coming along. So this goes to Y20 with a guideline down to bedrock on the other side. And same here. This is around, this is actually probably a little bit lower 20. This is probably closer to 0. And then there's a hole here that goes down to bedrock. So all of this is going to go down to bedrock, but we're doing it in phases. So this is a very heavy resource positive project. We'll have lots and lots of stone, diorite, copper, iron, coal. Not really low enough to get anything else. Like, I don't think that we've seen any diamonds at this height. But we have a double chest full of diamonds from our dig at the Garden Temple. Because we're digging at around Y10. And that's, diamonds and, well, all the minerals. I think we have a clip of that on our gaming channel of just going down. We've done a lot more since then, but going down something like 15 shafts, and the shafts are 10 by 10 by 100. And one of them, we left all of the minerals in, so you can see the distribution of ore and minerals. Oh, welcome back. I love chicken jockeys. Oh, and the house looked really good on the other server, the Nookie. I'll probably do some more work there after this. Yeah, I'm spending a little time there, trying not to get too distracted from this, given that this all has the purpose of being part of the book that I'm trying to write. But I have some ideas there. My next kind of goals, I need to get some bamboo, and I need to get some villagers as well. Hello, I love Chicken Jackie. How's it going? How's the Thursday? And thank you for the like. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I might have to do something like that, although I don't know how much I trust my driving skills with the gas, but I guess we can give it a go. I just need to get 2 so I can get a few going for adding some details to what I eventually want to get going. All right, so let's do this. What else do I need? Yeah, the bamboo, villagers, some efficiency, and some unbreaking. I think that would cover... Oh, and some dripstone. That would get me going on all the immediate plans that I have. I'll give you a little flyover, Chicken Jockey. So this is part of the story that we're working on. This is Inkwood. We're carving a ravine around 3 sides, so we're working on the 3rd side now. And then the back side is going to be a large lake that's going to feed into the waterfall. And that's part of the story that we have going of limiting access in as a plot point and then having things happen inside and how do we get out. So I've got a lot of big builds going on, so I'm trying to kind of bounce between them, get enough going so it's easy to tell what's going on, and then I can kind of bounce between them and then bounce between detail days and diggy days too. Oh, that sounds good, then, Nikki. Thanks. Yeah, I did a little walking around in the community spot. So I did get enough sticks to get a mending and fortune pickaxe. It definitely makes me appreciate all that I already have done here in kind of the Fever world of a double chest full of diamonds, and I have a villager that has unbreaking 3 diamond pickaxe, the toolsmith thing. So I just treat diamond axes like throwaway tools since I have so many millions of blocks to get rid of in the nether. At least until we have enough TNT to make quicker progress there. And trying to think of new things to do that aren't part of projects that I already have planned in this world, so that not duplicating things. second. Do I have enough? Okay, let me do this real quick. Chop off all of that. I think that's probably good enough. And that's one thing I don't know if I'm doing it wrong in Java or if it's just not possible, but from my craft table, I can kind of shift click and create things. But it looks like in the Java, I have to click the amount of quantity I want, then click in my player, well, click in my player crafting to actually create it. Maybe I'm just not used to the Java yet, but I haven't been able to figure that out. And I think Pixel Riffs likes it, but the number, like being on the screen and pressing a num key to put something like this in your hotbar, I think that's a good feature to have, but I would want it to be toggleable because I actually don't like it. But I can see the value in it for other people. Because I'm also like Joel in that I use my scroll wheel to go through my tools more than the num keys. The sensitivity is high enough for me that it works out. Although it does, I guess, depend a little bit. If I'm playing on a laptop without my cyborg and mouse, then I use the number keys a little bit more. I mean, I do try to keep my tools in a rough order, but yeah. And I haven't played well, yeah, the shelf isn't out in full release, so but I'm kind of curious how that plays out as far as what Joel and Pix were talking about for tool swapping. So that would be handy because I have plans for shops of having various tools that you can pick up, but having a shop of tools that also has a tool box per se, where you could just pick up everything would be, I think, a nice touch. I don't know what all the interface and everything looks like. I haven't actually watched any videos or anything on it, but it sounds like a really good feature. And it sounds like work is being done on rendering things as well, so hopefully that means that there'll be more control over the saturation and whatnot in the vibrant visuals. Because I still really like the water during the daytime and the shadows. My only concerns were, I get similar to Joel's, is the saturation stuff when it looks really kind of plasticky. And then at night the water looks kind of clear, so night becomes even more dangerous. I don't know what could be done there, but that would be my only thing there. Maybe scaling, well, having the option to scale back vibrant visuals at night. Like you could leave it on if you wanted it, but part of that, I guess, would depend on, well, if it's device independent, then it would probably be rendering locally and not server side. And if it's rendering locally, then having more controls like that, I think, would be a fine thing to do, because it shouldn't have much of a performance improvement to check that kind of thing, especially if it's locally. It's not checking 1,000 players on a server or something. Oh, there's another cave here. Okay. Guess we'll take a look at that here in a second. How much longer do you? Okay. 20. Yeah, I'll probably go a little bit more than 20 minutes because I want to get to an hour at least. So it looks like another 30 minutes will get us there. Whose zombie is it? Ah, yes, yes. Well, if you think that's interesting, the follow sound on, I don't know if I set it to Twitch, but the follow sound on TikTok for this stream is a creeper explosion. I know, like, my puppy Taya and I think Elkhorn had that as point redemptions, so I just went a step further and made it anytime someone follows on TikTok, it plays the creeper sound. But I don't have too much trouble with them. I think there's a clip on my TikTok, and then on YouTube there's I think it's a short. It might be a full clip of when I was building the creeper farm. A creeper knocked me off, which in of itself wasn't bad, but it was kind of a 1-2 punch. The creeper did, or 1, 2, 3. Creeper knocked me off. I took some fall damage, and then a zombie hit me once, and I died. But as luck would have it, it was almost daytime, and so day came as I respawned, and the bed was like 3 blocks away. Oop. Okay. Those are blocks. You can have them. Just go away. Maybe I could have tried to catch them. I have 2 zombies down there. One, it's kind of hard to see, but in where the cursor is stuck in the wall, and then one we've trapped in a moss tomb. But we're employing them for some for voice acting. Or whatever you would call zombie communication. So keeping them around means whenever we're ready, we can position them into different spots of the ravine so that we can add some sound effects and keep things going. Yeah, that would work. Capturing a zombie for a trading hall isn't a bad idea. I'm trying to integrate something like that over in Haven's End in the Nether on this world. I've got 2 blazes that are actually friendly now. Or, I mean, I call them friendly. They don't attack and they don't despawn. And there's no mods or anything on this world. It's purely vanilla. They just saw me so much, I guess. They decided that it wasn't worth fighting me anymore. Which that will take us there. And I think that's also on my Twitch, YouTube as well. We might stop by there in a little bit and see one of them. I think one of them we called Bob, and the other one I don't remember what name. I don't know if we gave it a name yet. We didn't name tag them, just in my head. But yeah, they just sit there and rise and fall and watch you go by. And I also, kind of the base in Haven's End, I built an accidental guest catcher. All right. It's 20 minutes left, so I guess we'll sleep, and then maybe we'll go to Haven's End and go check out one of those blazes. But an accidental gas catcher in that we wanted to build a greenhouse for the netherwort. And we happened to build it with a space of 3 blocks high. So the ceiling is on block 4 and it's glass. So the guest will spawn. Where are we going? This way? Do we have enough? Oh. Yeah, we'll just drop off the stuff that we have. And there's cactus for walls. So whenever the ghasts spawn, where are we going? They immediately start taking damage, and then my netherwort farm is turned into a gas tier collection system too. With the other benefit of probably 70% of the time they spawn in such a way that they can't open their eyes, so they can't shoot me either. So they just sit there. So they're not quite happy gassed. They're more like, doing okay kind of gassed. Oh, the guest? Probably. I haven't tested that out. I could make... Well, my plan is to make like a gas, to take that idea and expand it and have I call it like a ghast forest or a ghast park. Given that it'll be 1,000 by 1,000 perimeter, there should be enough space for a decent sized park, but I could also build a forest outside of City 2, and then I want to do things like that, experiment with the cactus, snow, different ways. This way? Nope. It's over this way. And, there's our storyline. We can probably just drop off everything we have. In Haven's End 2. All right, so here we go. Oh, I guess... Wait, we're going to take this to Haven's End anyway, so why not just go through? Yeah, we can show off our blaze. There we go. All right, there they are. There's one of them. So if you're still around the Nookie, this is one of our friendly blaze. He just sits there, wanders around, and I leave him alone. He leaves me alone, and he's been there for like probably over a year now. So he's been there quite a while. Welcome in, Green Boy. Yeah, the red's only temporary. We're just doing a little tour in Haven's End before we go back to the overworld. And there's 2 of those. I also have a unexploded guest fireball around here somewhere. I don't remember the coordinates of that one off the top of my head. So once I get all this... Yeah. I think that would be a good idea to... Oh, there it is. So the way you can pacify dogs, it would be nice if you could do that like 1 by 1 for... Maybe not like the Ender Dragon, but other things. Oh, I've got 2 of them. 2 of these 2. So I've got unexploded gas fireballs as well. Oh, I probably should have got a screenshot of that. Yeah. Oh, there's Big Wind. Got those. Now onto the gas stuff. Yeah. I hope they kind of continue down that direction with the Happy Ghast. I hope they add a way to then... pacify mines. Somebody chasing me? Oh, 2 more are chasing me. Okay, that's why. And there's an Enderman on fire. Yes, Green Boy, yeah. We've got a lot of green going on in Overmorrow. So we'll get there in a little bit. Alright, this is kind of our... This is where it all started. Before I started doing like the story back builds. Just kind of building random stuff. This was our first... I guess our second spot into the Nether. After we figured out you can't put beds in the Nether. We built this, so this is probably like 5 years old, this little room here. And then expanded on that. But this is our netherwort farm, and because of the glass, whenever they spawn more or less in the middle, the ghast can't open their eyes and you can walk right through them, and they don't persist, but you could kind of... The goal there was to build a forest somewhere and do that and kind of be able to add ghast as like spirits in the forest kind of thing. And I know there's a couple Fletchers over at the trading hall, but I've got probably got 15 or 20 Fletchers here. So this is the bank. So I'd have chest here with sticks and whatnot, and then since the bamboo doesn't grow in the pots, but it can grow on a dirt block, so I'd have a hopper minecart on a dirt block with bamboo hidden in the wall, and then like cover that wall with trapdoors so it would look like a decorative pillar like in a bank. And then whenever I visit, I could cut down the bamboo or have it automated and have a supply of sticks, so whenever I came in I could just trade and I can get all the sticks I want, and then every trade gives you a little experience. So I actually started this to get the experience as well. All right. Oh, no worries, Green Boy. Appreciate any time you can spend here. Working is important. Yeah, maybe we'll do this real quick. Kind of a little mini tour as we're kind of winding down our last 15 minutes or so. All right. Wait. Wait, don't disappear. Oh, have a good lunch, Green Boy. What? That wasn't a mini... That wasn't a mini magma. I could have got some frog lights out of that. Sounds good. Thank you again, Green Boy. Appreciate the time. Yeah, I won't do it all, but like this is our mining series here. So everything above us is under the garden temple. So all of this stone has to come out anyway. So we're mining this for use in Haven's End. And then after that, we'll probably focus on some TNT and whatever ways we can think of to kind of speed up the process. This is our showroom shaft. Is it here maybe? Yeah. Okay. So I think Pixlers did something like this on like a vertical shaft, but I did it here in horizontal, which I guess is a little different. And so it's not, I think ore distribution is like chunk. Well, I guess chunks are going over, or no. Yeah. Spawn chunks, I guess. So are going away kind of in the game, more or less. Anyway, I think ore distribution is done vertically within those parameters, but here we just did it. So this is probably a few chunks, but anyway, we can see our diamond. We're at 12 now. This is around 10, so okay, so we can do maybe 9. Okay. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna head back because this goes on. You can see it goes on quite a ways there. Because the garden temple above us is a bedrock to build height build. So given that we're, well, yeah, if you start at 320, I think the top layer, we just made it like a 20 block tall like room. And then starting at 300, you go, what, down, I think it's down 11 and out 14, or the other way around, but it's one of the two. And so it goes from 300 down to bedrock. So the build will be quite large. So large, in fact, that when we decided to do that, our kind of first tower that we ever... Yeah, millions and millions. The foundation alone would be 1 million slabs, and then I'm just estimating because there's, you know, gaps and whatnot, and from there to the bedrock ceiling in the nether, and so I'm guessing it'd be about 30 million or so blocks of netherrack that I need to get rid of. And then in this you can see, ooh, that looks kind of nice. Let's get a screenshot of that too. Okay. So it's quite large. And then you can see the ocean draining here, and maybe we can see it from here. I don't know if we'll be able to. Uh-oh. So we didn't make it. Luckily, we had lots of water there. Oh, that looks nice. Can we... Okay. Can we land... Okay. I want a screenshot of that. But that's Spider's Bay, so the temple is actually going to probably end up going a little bit under. And we'll have to work that into the story. And I guess part of the story there is that the world height changed while we were building this. So the idea, I guess, is that we'll put some like amethyst or whatnot around the perimeter and be like it was coming from a portal under the ocean. So it's rising from another dimension. But yeah, so big that we were just doing lava cobblestone towers when we first started playing Minecraft, which is this building here. And we just like building things to build height, but this is all going to come down because the temple here cuts this. And then this is our guardian farm there, which is going to be inside of our garden temple here now. And this is what's step 4 in our book? It's Overmorrow, Inkwood, the Gold Temple, Oasis City. I don't know, step 5. Step 5 is the Garden Temple. Then Barter's Bay is 6. Ashfern Forest is 7. And then the Dark City or the Lost City is the end. And another one of my trading halls. So I've got, well, I guess you could call it a hall. There's just like 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. 7 of them in here. So I have a sheet in ClickUp that I keep track of the different trading halls. So I think there's 3 or 4 trading halls. I think there's 4 that I have spread around the world. Just so that I don't have to keep going back to one spot all the time. Welcome in, HP White. How's it going? How's the Thursday? I'm just doing a little mini build tour, I guess, as we're kind of wrapping up in the next 5 or 10 minutes. Do you play any Minecraft or any other games yourself? Where do we want to go? Well, yeah, I guess we could fly out. We know where Barter's Bay is, so I guess we could fly over there. And that would give us a stopping point for today once we get over there. Yeah, there we go. This is where, yeah, I need more happy gas to put around so I can do more of these screenshots and this kind of stuff. Can we do this? Yeah, so this is our stone generator. So once we get enough stone mined out of under the garden temple and get all of that kind of stuff down, This is a stone generator, so it's what? I want to say it's like 10 by 11, something like that. And then I think there's a gap of about 12 in the middle, so it gives you about 10,000 blocks when it's fully done. It does take 8 to 10 minutes or so, something like that, if I remember right, to fully fill in the middle there, and then I can cut it down. Oh, thank you for the like, Eddie. Appreciate it. How's the Thursday going? And do you play Minecraft or any other games? But because of the time frame on this, we didn't bother doing this for all of the stone that we needed in Haven's End. Oh, can we not really jump? Oh, thank you for the follow as well. That round building there is our mud farm. We started building that on a charity stream 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago. It might even be older than that, but it was at least 2 years ago. This kind of colorful, well, oddly colored building is going to be our adventurers hall. Oh, I guess the villagers released some more iron golems. What is that? Oh, that's our farmers market. So there's a farmer inside there doing his thing. This is going to be, you know, the mayor or whatever house up here. Our little village down there. We need to kind of decorate this up more, but I wanted to keep this because I'm trying to preserve as much of the kind of oddity terrain generation that occurs in Minecraft. So anytime I see like a village spawn over water or something like that, I try to keep it. That's our warehouse, so it's pretty empty, but we have a basement there that we're gonna make deep. So this will be our kind of, what do you call it? Primary location that if you can't find a material somewhere else, it's probably here. Because we're trying to have like that hub and spokes. So this would be the hub. Everything should be here, and then have stashes of other materials around the rest of the world. And so every city, town, village should have like an experience farm and like simple ways to do basic farming. We go down here. This is our clerics guild. So this is hidden behind the waterfall. The main entrance is around the corner there. But we'll probably end things here because this is going to be a pretty safe place to sign off. We have things like our dripstone room. So when we need to get some of that. Our water feature here and our amethyst that we go around, and then a few little rooms that will shoot off from this. So in this direction, we won't go down there now because it's a little bit of a trek to get there, but there's an amethyst kind of in this direction under the cursor. So somewhere down here, 20, 30 blocks, but a little bit of a trek to get down there. But now we have the amethyst. I guess we can basically make it an amethyst farm over at Inkwood because it's also right next to our skeleton spawner. So that was a nice bonus to find that because I have some ideas for amethyst. I just haven't had a way to get large quantities of it. One of them is this. So this stone structure here is going to be replaced with amethyst. Welcome in, Bell. Yeah, this is a realm. The realm is private. However, if you go to Linktree/mindtripmedia, you'll see a section for GitLab. And under GitLab, you can download this world. I make an update every 6 months, so you'll be able to get the July update if you want to download it and play around with it. Yeah, so this comes down here, and then we'll have probably some clerics down here to do some, pretend research and whatnot. We have some zombies, and we're kind of thinking about like color coding them since we have a theme of like color to indicate things. So like the blue light here, somebody's in there, or what might be going on with that research. I think this would probably door up. This was one of those probably just mining around, seeing what was in the area kind of things, and we're just kind of goofing around much earlier on. Because I think there's a abandoned mine shaft around somewhere. Maybe that's what we were trying to get to. But that's a really simplified tour. Is it this way? Yeah, I think we'll go out here and sit. Because our last world tour that we did in July was 2 hours and something, so 2 hours and some change. And we still missed a lot of things that we had, like planned build sites in Haven's End. We didn't go through all of Haven's End. We just went up and down one block, or one segment, which would be like 10 blocks, and a block is 100 by 100 slabs. But all that's saying, a world tour, to do a full world tour now would easily be close to 3 hours, if not more. Oh yeah, because we didn't visit our ink farm, or no, we didn't visit our gold farm at all. We didn't visit any of the ancient cities. Because we have one somewhere that I forget where it is, but it's somewhere in the VODs, and I'm pretty sure we have a screenshot of it somewhere, so we'll have to go back there. But we cut out a lot of that stuff to keep it at close to 2 hours. Which, now that Twitch allows subscribers prior to affiliate, although we're still trying to get there, the 1,000,000 channel point redemption is a 2-hour world tour. Which doesn't mean that the day it's redeemed is the day that will happen. It would be scheduled for whatever day that we can allocate at least 2 hours to do the world tour. But it will get on the schedule if you get to the 1,000,000 points and redeem it. So that is... that's not bad. Starting to tick up a little on Twitch and getting a few likes on the TikTok side, so we're doing pretty good. And we're doing, I guess we'll start our outro. We're doing Minecraft every day. Satisfactory Fridays and Saturdays, Planet Crafter Sundays and Mondays, and Wednesday are wildcard days. Yesterday we did a little to the left, and next Wednesday we'll probably do that again. So if you have any game suggestions, let me know. We're doing it full time while we're able to. But if that ever changes, I'll let you know. At some point, we'll probably have to cut back some of the streams during the week anyway. But Blue Sky is a good place to check that. We make all of our announcements there when we go live and games that we're working on. We're also going to start a Substack for this world as kind of a progress report. It will be a free Substack. We have another one that's more like intentional use of technology, Tortoise Tech, as kind of a tagline. That's also free at the moment. We might turn that on at some point, but that's going to take a back burner while we focus on trying to kind of grow the channel here and building the kind of story universe that we want to do. And with that, you can check us out on Linktree, so Linktree/MindShirt That'll be on our outro screen here in a second. That will have links to our TikTok, our Twitch, the VODs over on YouTube, which also has our mostly Lego build channel, our Pinterest, and our Blue Sky, which, as we mentioned, is where we put our go live notifications. And on that, if anybody has preferences on what they like, don't like about the stream, times that they prefer streaming, oh, you're welcome, Nikki. Please let me know. I know there's people from all different time zones, so I try to accommodate that the best I can. So I just kind of pick times to start with, but if stream times are hard for you, let me know, and if I can adjust my times, I will. And with that, thank you for joining The Journey Begins, and we'll see you tomorrow when the journey continues. And thank you to the Nookie, Green Boy, Eddie, HP White. I love Chicken Jockey. Yeah, I love Chicken Jockeys. And if I missed anyone else, apologies, but thank you for the likes and follows. Greatly appreciate the support and helping us get to our goals. So once again, we'll see you tomorrow morning for our usual Minecraft stream, and roughly 7 p.m., give or take an hour, will probably be our Satisfactory stream. Have a good rest of your Thursday.